So now the studio's all wired in, I've been working on kind of trying to construct my fuck station, and there's something that's just not quite right about this. I don't know, it doesn't aesthetically feel right. And the guitar pedals, and it's like these different line and guitar levels, and I bought this and I don't really know what to do with it. This is great to take around the world with you, you know, because it's guitar pedals, and they're built to last, and they're, you know, built to be banged around a bit. And I really enjoyed kind of tweaking these and kind of distorting them and using the wrong line levels versus the guitar levels and all this kind of stuff. But here in my studio, it's just a hack too far. So in the nick of time, out of nowhere, this guy called Jesse, who I've never met before, sent me this film.
It's 5 in the morning, and as you can see, I'm still in my pajamas. Christian kindly asked me to show you my version of an effects box. Or as he likes to call it, a fuck box. All the modules are in the Pop Logic LBZ54 case, with built-in spring reverb. Let's first start with the filter, the amazing Three Sisters. Next, let's add some 4MS DLD for some delay. Now let's get crazy and add in the Morphogene looper. And then finally, let's put some envelope following with ears. Have fun.
Which naturally piques my interest. You know, I'm wondering whether the travelling arrangement should stay as is. Lots of guitar pedals that I can swap in and out. Have fun with those still. That's the noise I make when I'm on the road. But my permanent station for warping, my fuck station, I'm wondering whether that should be Eurorack. And I know nothing about Eurorack, so I think it's time to go here. That was not the intended jump cut. Was meant to be to Anaheim for this year's NAMM, the kind of musical instrument conference and fair. I did make it as far as Santa Monica though. This is actually part of my annual pilgrimage. Correction, annual nerdy pilgrimage, which since moving to Edinburgh has become a bit of a fucking mission. So I'm gonna time this. It really kind of leaves me for dead these days. For those of you who know the UK, we only really have two major kind of airport hubs, and they're both in and around London. Now living in Edinburgh, anytime I want to kind of go transatlantic, I've got to first get down to Heathrow with loads of time to spare, adding a load of time to the journey. The fundamentals of modular synthesis: a sound source, an oscillator usually, a controller, and a modulator. And I'm not interested in the first two, I just want the modulators, the stuff to kind of fuck around with the sound. Okay, so that was a smooth flight on one of those A380s, and I pretty much slept all the way. I've been working so hard, spreading myself across a whole bunch of different projects, that the minute I sat down I just fell asleep for the entire journey. I'm going to rush to clear immigration now, which the last time I was here took 2 hours. Home away from home, shutters by the beach, fairground in the background, 18 hours, 25 minutes travelling time. Stop, go to the minibar, inhale Toblerone, crash. I got bronchitis on the way over, so I've spent the last 3 days in bed, which is a terrible shame. I managed to crawl out of bed today and work on my portable rig. But today I've got to basically go home. So I've flown out to the other side of the planet to sleep in a bed for 3 days, and now back to Edinburgh. But I do have an idea. God, this light is... I'm just so gutted that I've been indoors for the whole week, because shooting in this light is such a pleasure. Anyway, my idea is I'm in a total flat because the whole reason for coming all of this way was to really get my head around the Eurorack, and I just don't know where to really start. So I'm basically going to throw this question out to this community, even if it's just pointing me towards a good resource on the internet about, you know, how to start, how to find out about this stuff. So I think I need to get a rack. I was thinking of one of these. I don't know if that's a good starting point. I think I need some form of power supply, but again, I just wouldn't know where to start there. Really need to understand how the system works. Is it a series of cables, or just don't know. I like the idea of this company, Mutable Instruments. I was going to get their clouds unit, but that's discontinued, so I'm going to need help navigating through them. And obviously, being fans of these guys, I put one of these into my cart straight away. So the kind of stuff I'm after, my kind of signal path, is to stretch stuff, make stuff longer than it is going in. So delays, reverbs, granular stuff, time stretching, that kind of thing. Massive fan of distortion, bit crushers, that kind of stuff. Massive modulators, stuff that really screws with the original sound. And with those kind of units, you need to kind of be able to expand the sound. So I also tend to use stereoizers, spreaders, choruses, that kind of stuff. But nothing too space age, if you know what I mean. Anyway, that's about as best as I can do for this. I'm being very, very poorly. Many thanks in advance if you can offer up any advice, not only for me but for everyone else who checks out these videos in the comment sections. Definitely a vlog sickie, this one. So if you're new to the channel, don't hit like, don't hit subscribe, not on this film. Go and check out some of the other ones, and if you like them, you can do that there. Right, off to bed. So glad to be home.